Okay. So first we did the pronouns huwa. We did the pronouns huwa, hum, anta, antum, and this is a revision, quick revision for the people who are not present. Antum and ana, nahnu. Okay. So what does that mean? He, they, you, all of you. Ana mean I, nahnu, we, right? And we did the possessive pronoun, which was like who. So it is he and it is like his or him, whatever the context is. Hua, whom, who, whom. Anta is like ka, kum, and ana is ye, and nahnu is na. Okay, these are the possessive. Then we moved on to the preposition and we tried to attach the preposition, every preposition we could think of so far. So far we did min, which is from, and then we did an, is also from, but preposition, you know, they are like transformers. They change their meaning according to the context. So we are giving you the most common meaning. But if you see a little bit slight difference in the meaning, it is because they are preposition. They are there just to help the sentence, to structure the sentence. So there is no hard and fast rule that if it means from, then it is going to be from. Just like English language, the from is used in many situation with the slight different meaning in it, or on is used different meaning, or to is like translate into a different meaning, right? So we did min, we did an. What else we did, Saskia, yesterday? Do you remember? Sister Saskia? Sorry? I can't hear you. Hello, yeah? Allah, okay. We did Allah, means on, okay, or upon. And we did ila as well. Ila means to or towards. Yeah. Yeah, that's Allah, right? So we did min, an, ala, ila. What else we can think of? Yeah, let's think of a little bit more. Okay, we did inda and ma'a. We did inda. We did inda. I'm writing it in one place. Inda means with. Ma'a means with. Okay. And fi means in. Is there anything left? Yes, there are some left. So we will do it today. Okay. So if Brother West, you have any difficulty, you can stay 10 minutes after. And Sister Roya, because you left earlier. And Jenny is new. So Jenny, you can ask as many questions as you want. Doesn't matter. Don't feel that you don't know how to read. You will know in no time, right? It's not that difficult, okay? And we will revise it as many times as you need to understand them, okay? So don't feel pressured. We'll do la today. What are we going to do? La. La is another preposition which means for, okay? And if I'll do the girdan, because we did the Gradhan for all of them. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 preposition already. And we did the Gradhan like this I'm doing right now. Lahu. Lahu means for him, right? The idea is just like you should know where it can be attached to any word, but we just pick the pronouns because we are learning right now pronouns and preposition together. So we are attaching each pronoun, each preposition we are doing with the pronouns. So lahu, lahum, lahum, and laka, lakum, and what else? Lahu, lahum, laka, lakum, li, lana, lana, and laha. We added a feminine as well because this ha feminine is pretty common. So just as well. We didn't learn the rest of the feminine because we said we will do it like in the week 10 or something like that. So for him, for them, for you all, for me, for us, and for her. Okay. So far, so good. Is clear to you guys? Yes. Okay. Okay. For them, for you, for all of you, for me, for us, for her. Okay. All right. So, so la is good. You are good with la. Now we will do another one, which is I'm erasing, Saad, you are taking the picture. I'm erasing the second column, which was a revision from yesterday. Okay, now we will move on to another one, which is like B, Bazer B. Ba, there be, right? It means also with, sometimes by, sometimes off, okay? Have you seen that preposition before? While reading Quran or Dua? Yes. Yeah. Bismillah, with the name of Allah, right? Bismillah. Okay. What is this? This B and ism. So when you combine the sin with the ba, you drop the alif and it becomes bism. Ism. Okay. Bismillah. Right? So it's with the name of Allah. Okay. So now you know where it appears. And just to remember, you can, with the la, you said lahu, but with ba, you say bihi. And yesterday we were explaining, it's just from the linguistic, because like bihu would be so difficult on your tongue to pronounce it. So it's just bihi. Okay. Bihim. You are following, Brother Wes? Good job. Bika, bikum, Bi, bina, biha. Okay. And if you write the meaning, it's just like you add the him, them, you, all of you, me, us, yourself, and just it would be with him, with them, with him, with them, with you, with all of you. You just attach that with, and the meaning just change, right? No use of writing again and again English. Like, we are not learning English. We are just trying to learn Arabic. Okay. So this is B. I think we have almost done the most common prepositions. We did min, we did an, we did fi, we did inda, we did ma'a, we did bi, we did ala, we did ila, we did la, we did bi, right? There would be more, but we will come across them, and at that time we will try to explain that, okay? We are not going to attempt, you got the concept, right? There are preposition, and all you have to do, you have to learn the meaning once of one preposition, and wherever it appears, then you would be able to make the sense of the sentence, right? Why that preposition is appearing, okay? So the preposition is done. Okay, why the YouTube is just attacking me? Okay. Anyway, can I delete this? Clear this screen? Okay. So now we did some other odd things. We are not starting on verbs yet. By next week, you would be ready to do the verbs. And they are little involved concept. So now you are like Sister Saskia, Sister Rubina, Sister Roya, Brother Awais, and Jenny. Yeah, you are new. I don't want to scare any one of you. That verb is a little involved concept, and we don't want to miss the session when we are trying to teach the verbs, especially initially, like 2-3 weeks. You have to be very dedicated, right? So it doesn't matter wherever you are, you can just log in and just listen and ask questions and try to understand, because it would be better in person instead of just going through the video or going through the screenshots, okay? So yeah, in the beginning, you have to be in the sessions, in the verb session, because I found it very difficult when I was learning it, okay? Maybe 5 years ago. But now this course design, which is Dr. Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahman's design, it has made everything so easy, right? So you won't find it difficult, but still you have to learn the basics. Once you learn the basics, it would be all easy for you. So now we are moving on to some of the common things which appear in Quran, and it's better if you remember that. You did the inna, anna, right? You already did that? Did you do zalika? Okay, this is called isme ishara, pointing noun, okay? Something like that. I'm just translating. I don't know the real English word for that, but in Arabic it's called isme ishara. Zalika means that, right? In English, we also have we point out at something and it says, that is a book. This is a table. We do that, right? Zalika. Zalika is masculine. Okay. What is the feminine for like if like in English, there is no such thing for chair is a chair, right? But in Arabic, the even the things have the gender. For example, book is a book is a masculine, so we will use zalika, but aya, which is like the verse. Verse is a feminine, and we will use tilka for that. Okay. Tilka. Right? Ta, lam, kaf. And the plural would be, what would be the plural? Can you think of the plural? No, no. Ulaika. Yeah. Laika. Right? It's familiar word, right? You have seen in Quran many times Dalika, Tilka, Ulaika, right? Ulaika Ladina. Very often, yeah. So this is a plural of Dalika and Tilka. If you have to say those, right? You have to say those, like then those is Ulaika. And the plural for the feminine, and it stays the same. Ulaika for like is a group of women, like a group of feminine stuff, you say Ulaika, right? Group of male, you say Ulaika, or a combination of them, you say Ulaika. But if it's only feminine, like one, you say Tilka. Masculine one, you say Zalika. Okay? Any questions so far? So that was the Isme Ishara Bait. If you have to point out something at a distance, if it's like closer to you and you want to point at it, you will say Haza. Haza means this. And this is again masculine. Haza. And for feminine, Hazihi. And plural would be Haulai. Haulai. Okay. So now you know most of the Isme Ishara in the Quran. These. Okay. Got it, Sister Roya? So far you're following? Good job. Haulai. Okay. Brother Awais, difficult? Okay. Screenshot, please, so I can just move on to, all right. Okay. So now we will move on to Isme Mausul, connecting nouns. Isme Mausul, connecting noun. I'm writing the name, like I might be wrong, right? Like don't stuck up on the grammatical jargons. The idea is like you have to learn the actual words, okay? So connecting nouns. you can call it whatever, but as far as you learn allazi, that's more important. Allazi. Okay. Allazi is connecting, like those who, that who, right? Or who, right? Allazi. So it's connecting noun, right? Like you don't specify like who you are talking about, like, or in the first verse you have talked about some moment or some disbeliever. So now in the second verse you just like want to say that those who believed, right? So you say allazi. Okay. Allazi, and is masculine again. What would be the feminine? Brother Awais, do you know the feminine of allazi? Allati. Allati. Okay. And plural would be allazina. Like Muslim and Muslimina, remember? Allazina. Okay. So far so good. So these were the some isme mausul which are very, very common in Quran. So what you are doing, you're learning the common things in Quran, which are different from verbs, right? And the nouns, the real noun we will do once we are done verb, and we have practiced some verb in the Quran. After that we will do the nouns, because the noun I think is a very difficult concept, but don't consider it difficult yet, because you will be learning verb first and then it would be very easy for you. Okay. Sound good? Any questions so far? Saskia? No question? Sorry? The thing it referred to. And sometimes it is both, right? Sometimes like the person who is talking, but if he is like, if a man talking about a feminine stuff, then he has to use the feminine, right? Yeah. So you are right. It's the person who is talking, but the person who is talking or person who is doing the verb, right? So if you say, qala, right? So that's a verb. You are looking at it and you know that it's a verb. It's like you will learn the verb only the masculine as well. So by looking at qala, you will know that it is spoken by somebody who is a male, right? Qala, he said, right? No, it's referred to a man because he said, like over here, as soon as you see qala, you know, like once you do the verb, you will know what I'm talking about. When you see the word qala, you already know it's like somebody, he is talking, right? So he said, right? So it's only qala written, and you are saying like, usually it's a direct, either Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks, right? Right? Or Prophet talks in the Quran, right? Or sometimes the believers talk, or the disbeliever talk, or like somebody talks. But that gender should be, if how many women are like are mentioned? So Maryam, alayhi salam. So if you are reading that surah, most of the things you would see, like you won't see the feminine verb over there. You would see you wouldn't see the masculine verb over there. Most of the time you will see that Maryam did Maryam did that, Maryam did that, right? So it would, verb would be difficult, and the noun you are right. Like if it's a thing you are pointing to, for example, zalikal kitabu, right? So who is talking? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking, right? But he is talking, he is not like, that he is talking, that this is the book, right? But he is pointing it towards, zalika is towards kitab. Okay, what is the kitab over there? Is Quran, right? So Allah is talking. Allah is not mentioned in the ayah, but you know that, like, who is talking? If this Quran is by Allah, Allah is talking. So zalikal kitabu la raiba fi, right? That's the first verse of Surah Baqarah. So zalika is pointing towards what? Al kitab, right? So most of the time you would know kitab is masculine. Yes, right? You got it. You got it. Yeah, Jahannam is feminine and so is Jannah. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to use it because you are just learning Quranic Arabic, right? You are not becoming a writer. You are not at the stage where I'll ask you to write an essay, right? So you don't have to worry about, like you said, Hazehi Jahannam. It's already written over there. And now you figure out, because you didn't know the gender of the Jahannam. But because of the Hazehi, now you know the gender of the Jahannam, right? Yes. It's a gender, right? Like, why you call it like, you are from Pakistan, right? You know, kursi. Who determined in like kursi? Like in English, it's chair. Chair is chair. Chair is it. Chair is neutral. It doesn't have any gender. But in Urdu, who determined that kursi is kursi, right? So yeah, we don't like have to, yeah, like it would be a philosophical discussion, right? The feminine. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not because, uh, yeah, like how to answer brothers of this question. Who determines that something is feminine gender? It's just the word. Like, for example, the nas, the group, the concept is, okay. Okay, I got it. I think I can answer it, brother Ovis. Yeah, it's more matters to us, right? Like Arab will never ask the question, just like we never ask the question why the kursi is like. Did you ever thought about since your childhood that why kursi is feminine, why table is masculine, right? I'll give you another example. Shams. Shams. You guys like enjoy that because it's a good question. It might. Um, okay, this is a translation. This is I'm writing Urdu, which is in Arabic Shams. Okay, and in English it's sun. Okay, in English sun might not have any gender. Okay, in Urdu Suraj is masculine. In Arabic Shams is feminine, and all of them are the same words. In English it doesn't have any gender, no gender. In Arabic is feminine, in Urdu is masculine. So I'm not too sure like why somebody in Urdu, because Arabic was the older language and Shams was determined over there that it's a feminine, then why somebody who was transforming a new language, Urdu is actually Pakistani language is only 200-year old, and they called it Suraj and they called it masculine. So I don't know like I am not qualified to comment on like why the people who design the language design something a feminine and a masculine ways. You understand? Because you with the example of sun, right? It makes sense, right? Another example I want to give you because I don't want to leave like, I mean, it's a good question. It's a very intelligent question. Another thing is lal. Lal means night. Okay. And night looks like a feminine, nice feminine thing, right? But in Arabic, lal is in English, even the night is just like, it looks like a feminine thing, right? But in Urdu language, it's definitely a feminine, right? In Arabic, it's masculine, right? But there is a Laila. In Arabic, we just attach a ta marbuta to something and it can become a feminine. So if it's a Laila, then it's feminine. Just tell me the difference between the lal. When Quran talks about lal, which is a night, that's a masculine. And when Quran talks about Laila, there is also Laila, Lailatul Qadr, Inna Anzalna. Remember? Qiyamul Layl is a masculine, right? Layl is masculine, but Lailatul Qadr is feminine, right? Similarly, if you say Lailatul Juma is feminine. If you say Lailatul Tufan, right? Like it's a stormy night, right? So then it's a Laila, it's a stormy night, right? Or it's like a birthday night, birthday celebration night. So if it's a particular night, it becomes a feminine. And if it's like it's a concept night, like night, when like a night is darker and it's spooky, it's like a night, the concept of Lail and Nahar, right? Night and day, that concept is masculine. But so maybe Jahannam is just a concept, right? Like, I mean, it's a real thing, but it's like a concept because we haven't seen the prototype yet, right? Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say, oh, go there, I have made a prototype for you, you can look at that. It's still a ghaib for us, it's a unseen, right? So unseen is a concept, right? Similarly, Jalal is a concept. Laila is a particular night, right? When it becomes a particular, then it becomes a feminine, right? So there are a lot of things to learn, but we won't spend more time on that because we are just learning the basics of it. You got the idea. You got the idea. I was like too thrown off when I saw the lal and the lela, and I was asking everybody why the lal is masculine, why lela. Yeah, I did the same thing. I was like you as well. My learning graph is not different. Okay, I would be stuck on like why this lela is feminine, why this lal is like. So somebody answered me. Mashallah, alhamdulillah. I got like good mentors, right? Anyway. So you got this concept, allazi, allati, allazina, because we are just like getting familiar with like most common words, so we can move onward with our learning with the verbs, okay? And then we will get a chance to look at the Quranic verses and translate it ourselves, okay? So far so good. Roya, did Roya and Rubina, did we lose you anywhere? Like, sorry, like Uwais asked, brother Uwais asked very interesting questions, right? Pay attention to them. Sometimes they are very intelligent questions, okay? All right, and we will move on to the concept of negatives. There are few common words there are many words, but common words are like la, ma, lam, and lan. Okay, these are most common. You will find other as well. There are so many words with a different combination, they can become a negative as well. But you are just learning the common. No, 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 and never. Okay. So you'll remember these four as well, at least for now. The negative words. Say yes or no. Yes, okay. If it's a yes, then we should move on to how we are doing on time. I think we should stay until here. You completed the proposition. Can somebody just tell me the proposition we did so far? Just a revision that we did this, we did this, we did this. Could you please do it like Brother Wes? La, yeah. La is a one, for, okay. So just the preposition la, be, min, an, and we did fi, we did ala, we did ila, we did inda, ma'a, and what else we did? That's pretty much it, min, right? So I think you are done with the preposition. I have told you how to do the most common way of making the plurals from the noun, like Muslim, Muslimun, Muslimuna, Muslimina, right? You have done that. You know the meaning of man as well, which means who. And then we did some isme mausul. We did some isme ashara, right? And we did some negative words, right? So they will help you now in the learning of like when you are into the Quranic verses, okay? We still have little time. So let's do, let's apply one of the preposition. You might not know the complete meaning, but it's okay because we haven't done the verbs yet. So we will give you, I'll just go and grab some ayah from Quran, okay? So I'll go to the Quran. I'll just like grab one, like last surah, for example. Okay. All right. So what you see, who can read that? Sister Roya, can you read that? MashaAllah. Yeah. So Qul, we haven't done yet, right? Qul means say, but I don't expect you to know that yet because we'll do. Auz means I seek protection. This is again a verb, so no hurry. But like, who is going to try the meaning of this? Because this pretty much you should know. Bi Rabbi. Let me ask Sister Rubina. If I give you, you have some previous, like you do the online learning as well. So if Bi Rabbi is written over there, what does it mean? Bi Rabbi, Bi Rabbi. What does it mean? Okay, Sister Saskia, can you try? By my Rabb. Yeah. Because it's a combination, mashallah. Yeah. Good job. So this is a combination of B, which we did, right? Like, yeah, that's why I just wanted to give you the example that you did the preposition and they would appear many times. And in this ayah, I know that first two words are difficult for you because they are verbs and we haven't done them. But we did the preposition, and preposition over here is be, right? Means by or like in, sometimes it says in or sometimes it says off, right? Like there are multiple meaning. So I'm not so concerned about the meaning as far as you know the concept and a little bit common meaning, and then you would know how to translate it like according to the sentence. So I seek refuge by the God or in the Rabb of like Annas. Annas is just a noun and it's a very common noun. What does it mean? Mankind, human. Okay. So if you know Be and you know Rab, you know Nas, then you can translate it pretty much, right? And I think by fifth week or fourth week, you would already know the meaning of Qul as well, and you would know how Auz is coming from, where Auz is coming from, and you would know that as well, right? So it would become very easy for you. You can open any page of the Quran and you can just like try to find whatever word, like today, Sister Saskia already applied this, ba, right? Which she did learn. And Rab is not such a difficult word, right? Everybody knows Rab, right? Annas, you will know, like if you don't know the meaning, but like, I mean, it comes so many times. Yeah, you Nas or Wudu, like Quran is for the mankind, right? So most of the time it's addressing a Nas, right? It's not addressing Mu'min or Muslim or believers. It's addressing everybody. Like Quran is for everybody. Quran is for every Christian. Quran is for every Jew. Quran is for every human being on the earth, right? So when we are seeking protection, we are not seeking protection of the Rabb of Muslims. We are seeking protection of Rabb of everybody, right? You got the concept, Brother Wes? That's like your kind of a thing. Annas is over here is like just the mankind, right? Because man is like, if we understand man, then we understand Rabb better, right? Then we'll move forward to other. The Surah Falaq, it says Sharra ma khalaq, every creation, right? You go to another the surah before that, it says khalaq, like it's like whole creation, right? So it will come to that stage as well, right? Okay, any question? If you guys are not asking question, then it would be very difficult. Okay, so we will leave the learning here today. Next week would be verb. We will start the verb, but now the session is open for the question. So I'll stop the recording and you can ask the question.